In day 6 of our series of AI for non-technical CxOs, we're going to look at bolstering your executive leadership team and making sure that you've got the right senior leaders to drive AI into every corner of the business. As hopefully you've seen so far in this course, AI is not just a technical change for your company. It's about changing every single process, every single team. It's about going right to the heart of what your organization is. And therefore, it takes a certain kind of leader that is focused on that business change. Now, depending on the size and structure of your organization, you might have one or more CIOs that are focused on managing and implementing your internal systems. You might have one or more CTOs, Chief Technology Officers, that are focused on the external digitalization of your products and services for your customers. You might also have a Chief Data Officer, a Chief Analytics Officer, and often these are the kind of roles that get sort of cherry-picked for picking up AI. Now, the challenge with some of these roles, especially if you're looking at a CIO potentially, is that they're very technology focused, and they're focused on the systems and the tools and the data and the technology. But this is a people change program. It's a process change program that is supported by technology. So one of the roles that you're going to hear a lot about is the Chief AI Officer, a new role who takes on the leadership and sponsorship of AI across the organization. And there's a couple of ways that you can describe this role, and I try to think about it a bit like an octopus. So let me try and draw an octopus, which is probably going to be pretty poor. Here's a nice big head of an octopus with some lovely eyes here. And then here are our tentacles. There we go. Well, that's not too bad, is it? A nice octopus there. So what I think about is that in the head of the octopus is your Chief AI Officer. And here they're thinking about your executive peering. So they sit as a peer to your other senior leaders, including your Chief Information Officers and Chief Technology Officers. They are building out the AI Control Center. And here you could think of this composable architecture that includes the multiple models, the data, the processes, and the governance around your system that allows your business to play with it. You can think about them here being focused on ethics and bias across your organization. So this is the Chief AI Officer up at the top, really setting the framework of AI across your entire organization. But down here in the tentacles are the individual business units. These might be your sales teams, your marketing teams. It might be geographical teams. It might be business unit teams, depending on how your organization is structured and the size and scale of it. And inside each of these tentacles is where, as we'll cover in future sessions, we're going to talk about the change program, about the training, about the skills, about the incentives, the inspiration to get each one of these business units fired up and ready to transform their own processes and their teams using AI. Now, the secret to a successful Chief AI Officer, or whoever it is that you give that role, is that they are so well connected into each of these tentacles. The reason why I use the octopus as the diagram is that if you don't have a CIO that is so well connected into each of these business units and understands the process, the people, the metrics by which they're governed, and the success that they're trying to achieve, then you just end up with this top-heavy governance and idea program that isn't actually implementing the change in each of these organizations across your company. So there's the Chief AI Officer. Depending on the size and the scale of your organization, you may seek to look for a fractional CAIO that not only looks after your organization, but also a number of others. Now, you might think, that's not a great approach because, well, actually, this is very strategic for us. We need someone that's all in. There is a benefit that comes with a fractional CAIO. And one of the things that you can most benefit from is learning what is going on in other organizations. How are other people integrating these models into their processes? How are other people running successful change programs? How are other people inspiring their business teams to change the way that they're thinking? And a fractional CIO who's working across other organizations, either in your industry or in other sectors, can bring a lot of that information in. So don't shy away from that as an opportunity to get going on this journey. So there we have a short section on bolstering your leadership team to make sure that you can drive AI into every aspect of your business. And in tomorrow's course, tomorrow's lesson, tomorrow's video, we're going to move into exploring your current processes and mapping out some quick win opportunities that can deliver some return into the business to fund the rest of your AI strategy. I'll see you then.